Hi, I'm Amber from Amber's Craft Week blog, and welcome back to the Heyday Challenge, where we go through various pages of the book Heyday and do activities relating to them. Now, March 3 is called Doll Day, and it's about a Japanese festival called Hina Matsuri, or Girls Festival. Now, since I have no connection to Japanese culture, I don't really feel like I could do an activity on that. So instead, I decided to take inspiration from the doll piece and show you how to turn yourself into a paper doll. For this craft, you will need painter's tape, scissors, a pencil, colored pencils, markers, crayons, gel pens, something you can color and decorate with, and plain white printer paper. You will also need a photo of yourself or the person you're making a doll of if it isn't you. I recommend going with a more classical paper doll pose to make things easier, so like having your arms out so they're not interfering with your clothing. You can still go for poses like this, which is what I'm going to do. It just makes it a little more complicated because, for example, when you go to draw an outfit, you're also going to have to draw a hand on there, so that makes it a little tricky. You will also need access to a window, and you'll have to do this during the day when there's light outside. Additionally, if you have the ability to photocopy, you may want to be near a photocopier because it's going to make our lives easier if we can copy our designs. To turn myself into a paper doll, I'm going to use a tracing method that I learned in elementary school. I've taped a full body photo of myself to a brightly lit window, and now I'm just going to tape another piece of plain white printer paper over top it. As you're taping this down, you want to flatten out your paper as much as you can because you want to see the image beneath. What we're going to do from here is just trace along the contours of the image. So I'm going to start with my hair, and I'm going to try to stand to the side so you can see as much of this as possible. We're just going to follow my hair. Now, if you do have your hair over your shoulder in the image like I do, then when you go to make the clothes, you're going to have to draw hair over your shoulder as well. I really like having people be able to see the length of my hair. It feels more like me that way. But if you don't want to deal with that, then if you have long hair, you'll just want to leave it behind your head or pile it on top of your head or something like that. And we're just doing this very roughly, so there'll be time to darken up your lines later on, but for now I'm just trying to get the general shape down. Since we're doing this fairly lightly, we'll be able to make some corrections to it once we're done, if we don't like the placements of some things. Now, while this romper I'm wearing in this photo isn't skin tight, it does conform to my figure pretty well. And that's important because it's going to make it easier to get the shape of my body here. So there are places where we're going to trace things in a little bit, but for the most part, we can just kind of follow the curves of the garment to get the shape of my figure. And that bulges a little bit. You can see that this comes in at my natural waist, so we're going to connect to the natural waist. And then we're going to follow the romper shorts down, and we're going to curve in a little bit because you can see again the leg of the shorts goes past my actual leg a little bit. So we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Mostly follow the garment, but curve in a little bit as needed. Now when it comes to the feet, I'm just going to go ahead and give myself Barbie feet. So because one, I'm wearing boots in this, so I can't actually see my toes. But two, I figure I can just draw any important details onto the footwear, so I'm probably just not going to give myself any open-toed shoes for paper doll clothes options. And now I'm going to try and mark out some clothes on me. So if you are wearing your paper doll clothes, so like shorts and a crop top or something like that, then you can just follow those lines. I didn't do that, so I'm going to go ahead and mark out some shorts. I'm going to follow this hemline for these shorts basically, but go up just a smidge in case we want shorts about that length. Then we don't have to worry about issues with the garment when we draw the clothes, like with them not being the right, like if they're the exact same length, then they might not overlap properly, and you might be say a little bit of the drawn on shorts underneath. We're also going to make these low rise, so we'll have the option for low rise stuff. And then we're going to do a little strapless top. And so now I think it's about time to peel this off the window. Here's how Paper Amber turned out. Now I'm going to go ahead and photocopy this and color in the photocopy. And the reason for this is that way if I mess up or I don't like the colors I chose, I won't have ruined my original drawing. So I'll photocopy this and then I'll be right back. So I have the photocopy on the clipboard and I have the original beside it. And as you can see, the two look pretty similar. So we're going to go ahead and color in the photocopy. Also, I rotated this so that when I'm coloring it, it's going to be head on. Unfortunately, that means it's sideways for you, but hopefully that's going to work out fine. I'm going to start by coloring my skin, which I don't really have a lot of options for. I just have this color, so that's what we're going to go with. Another nice thing about working with a photocopy is you don't have to worry about smearing your pencil. So sometimes if I'm coloring over pencil, it's possible to smudge the pencil lines, but since we're working with a photocopy, as long as the ink is dry, we don't have to worry about the smudging. Alright, so next up is my hair, and let's test off to the side some color options. I'll start with this one, and we might do some accents of other colors. My hair is a little bit lighter down at the bottom, so maybe we'll add some this lighter color. Ah shoot, I colored my forehead by accident. I knew I was pushing it. These are not erasable colored pencils, but sometimes you can kind of erase colored pencils using an eraser. So next up, let's do my lips. I'm gonna try pink. If I don't like pink, I'll go over it with red, but let's see if pink lips look fine. This isn't really a natural pink, but you know, I guess I'm wearing lipstick. And for my nose ring, I'm just gonna make that black. Alright, I think I'm going to go with purple for my nails. So that's what Paper Amber looks like. All you have to do from here is cut her out and then we can start making some clothes. So Paper Amber is all cut out now. The next thing we're going to be doing is everyone's favorite part, designing the outfit. Alright, so we're back at the window again. So to make the clothes for Paper Amber, I'm just going to trace around her outline. I decided I'm going to go and try and recreate that green romper the sequin romper I was wearing in the picture. It's always okay to go beyond the edges of your garment a little bit. You will need places where it kind of hugs your shape so that you can make the tabs there. But in other spots you can go beyond the edge and that's fine. The key thing is you don't want to go too narrower than it, or else you'll have an issue in that your body will show underneath the clothes, or the clothes you drew underneath. So to make this, because my hair is kind of in the way, I'm going to have to also trace my hair, and that's going to become part of the garment. I'm going to draw a very faint line because this line's not going to be there in the final thing, but kind of to show me where I'm going to cut this. So this hair I have here is going to join with the garment there, and we don't want the line there or else it's going to look like it's coming from a different thing. But I'm going to very faintly trace like that's the edge of where my shoulder would be. Now over here we don't have that same issue because that hair is behind my shoulder. And we have to be a little bit careful here because we really want to line this up well so we don't have like awkward overlays when we go to put the clothes on the paper doll. Alright, so we've got that, so now it's time to start thinking about how the garment looks, so it had kind of a V-neck. And I can't make it as low as it was because I did draw that strapless bra or top, whatever, underneath. But we can go do something of a V. This is the basic shape of our garment, so what I have to do is go ahead and like darken all these lines, and then we can color and decorate it as we wish. Now that we have a rough outline of our outfit for Paper Amber, it's going to be time to darken up our lines a bit and also to color it in and decorate it. You could decorate this in all kinds of different ways. I'm probably just going to color it, but you could add glitter, or you could draw patterns, or you could use some scrapbooking paper. There's all kinds of different options you could go with. And let's see if we can finish off this outfit. Now let's go ahead and add some tabs. So for the top part, I'm going to add a tab, shoulder tab right here. I'm also going to add, so this shoulder is kind of rounded and there's hair in the way, so that's not going to actually be the place to attach it. So I'm going to add a tab right here. You have to look for kind of flat places to draw your tabs. And actually, before I color anything, I'm just going to go ahead and photocopy this. I'm going to fix the neckline, but then I'm going to photocopy this, and we're going to color in the photocopy, just so I don't mess up the original. So here's the photocopy of Paper Amber's outfit. I went ahead and photocopied it onto cardstock. The reason for that was because I want to use a glitter gel pen to color it in, and cardstock will wrinkle less under a gel pen. But another nice thing about cardstock is it's a bit more durable. So if you're going to be photocopying your design, I'd recommend photocopying your doll onto cardstock as well. At some point in time, I'll probably redo Paper Amber on cardstock just so it'll be a little bit sturdier. Now is also a good time to try out your outfit and make sure that it fits your doll before you go ahead and decorate it. So my printer was kind of mean and sucked up 2 pieces of paper at once. I used the excess paper, which didn't, completely print out correctly, to get an idea of whether it would work or not, and you can see it lines up pretty well. So I at least know that this part of the outfit's going to work pretty well. Don't know about the shoes yet, but we will find that out soon. So let's get coloring. I'm going to start with a colored pencil, and I'm going to go in with the glitter gel pen last. Now the hair is going to be a little bit tricky, so we'll bring out Paper Amber so we can try and match that a little bit. So we had, let's see, that's the reddish brown. That's the light one. This is the one we are mostly using. I was looking at my hair in the mirror and realizing that this color doesn't really match my hair very well. My hair is definitely not, it doesn't really have the reddish tones that this does. Like, it has browns and blondes and stuff, but I used to have more of a reddish tinge to my hair, but these days I don't feel like this. I feel like this brown is a little too reddish for it to really look consistent with my hair. And we are done with coloring. All you have left to do is cut this out. If everything goes as planned, then Paper Amber should have a nice sparkly romper to wear. Here's how Paper Amber turned out. All in all, I think this worked out relatively well. The downside using cardstock is that the tabs don't lie flat. So if you're wondering why the doll's kind of like pushing up off the surface, that's just because of the tabs. They're kind of like standing up underneath. And that's how you can turn yourself into a paper doll. This could also make a great gift. While I think people of any age could appreciate it, I think little kids especially would really get a kick out of this. So if you have little ones in your life, you may want to try and make them paper dolls that look like them. Especially if the kids don't have a lot of dolls that look like them, this could be a really neat way to give them a doll that looks like them. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you did, I'd love it if you gave it a like. If you want to see more videos in the Hey Days series, then you may want to subscribe. If you like crafts in general, you can check out my craft blog, amberscrafterweek.blogspot.com, which I'll link to below. Thanks for watching and have a great day!